you take the set screws out, the collar can be taken off. You have to use a couple screwdrivers to walk it off. You expose the broken shear pin, remove the back part of it, bring the holes, jog it up, push the other one out the other side, line them up again, and then put your new shear pin in, and you make sure you grease it up real good, the shear pin, and you've got a grease fitting on there, and they recommend that once a year that you take the sprocket apart, grease everything real good, clean everything up, grease it, put it back together, and put a couple shots of grease in the grease fitting. It's got a number 10 shear pin in it. It's a metal hub with a plastic sprocket. Now we have a drive chain which is open end forward, the roller chain, and you want to lubricate it with a lightweight oil, 5, 10, 15, 20 weight oil. Tension on the chain is 1 inch minimum. You can go to maximum 2 inches. More slack, a little more slack doesn't hurt anything in it. The driven sprocket is keyed to the shaft with 2 set screws. Maintenance-wise, there's no maintenance on it. It's an observation type thing. You want to check the set screws, make sure they're tight, make sure the sprocket hasn't moved on the shaft. Again, reducer 10,000 hours every 2 years. You can adjust the chain by moving the reducer. It's got 2 head shafts. It's got a head shaft bearing and a take-up bearing, and the grease fittings are on the front of the unit, and they they're supposed to be greased once a week. We recommend once a week on the grease fittings. Has a hand-off auto selector switch for the grit collector, and has a hand-off switch for the dewatering screw. So just run the thing in hand or auto, and there's nothing in the control room except a quick disconnect. The automatic oiler will screws on and automatically greases this thing as it needs grease. You'll have to replace as the grease runs out of your automatic oiler, you'll have to replace the automatic oiler. It's not good forever, so as soon as it runs out and quit greasing the bearing, you'll have to replace the automatic oiler.
Is there an adjustment on that?
No, I think it's just a spring-loaded apparatus, screws on full of grease.
Okay.
It just keeps a constant load of on the bearing.
Yeah.